My name is Sean Thomas, and I'm the author of Be More Today, a 40-day guide to a better version of you. As doctor of physical therapy, I've seen thousands of people do great things. They came to me with ailments, physical ailments, pain, issues, and they got through them, all because they decided in their mind they were going to do it. And I guarantee you, if you just trust the process and be persistent, you too can be the best version of you. Have you ever been out and about with nowhere to stash your keys and ID so you can be hands-free? Whether you're running errands, traveling, or hitting the trail, Spybelt is a belt that goes where you go. Made with stretchable fabric and a low-profile design, Spybelt is your perfect companion to keep your essentials secure without bouncing or chafing. Choose from several prints and colors in the original, a wider band in the Pro versions, or the newest Spybelt, Whiteout, an all-white belt that is perfect for summer. Visit www.spybelt.com to get your Spybelt today. Run smart, run free, run with Spybelt. Don't let aches and pains hold you back from living your life. At Jack Physical Therapy, our experienced clinicians create a personalized treatment plan that fit each and every patient's needs uniquely. Whether it's recovering from an injury or enhancing your performance, we've got you covered. With over 150 locations throughout New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, there is sure to be a JAG Physical Therapy location near you. Visit jagpt.com and book an appointment today to get back the life you love. That's jagpt.com, jagpt.com.
Welcome to the Be More Today show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our show today. Now, let's hear it from our host, Dr. Sean Thomas.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy again, Dr. Sean Thomas, back in the building with the Be More Today show. We are back. We are back in the building. And folks, we are here at the very, very last show for 2024 is here. Season 5 is about to be a wrap. And 2024 is also about to be a wrap. And I just want to say thank you for your love, your support, for your continual guidance and showing me how to help you be more today. We've had so many guests on the show this year. And as we celebrate our 10-year anniversary this year, Be More Today, it was breathtaking. Think about it. Our Be More Today site, BeMoreToday.com, our more merch that continues to be on the site, my first book that continues to be on Amazon and on the site still, and my second book, Project More, which is out for pre-sales right now. Our Steps of Greatness challenge that we had this year. We did so many things. And again, I just want to say thank you for your love, your support, continuing to be a part of this movement, be a part of this journey with me. It's been a labor of love, as we always say, but not one that I would ever give away. So for more information about the show or about me, info@bemoretoday.com. Please go on there and you can email me directly. Any questions, comments, concerns. And you can always follow us on Facebook and IG. Again, bemoretoday.show, bemoretoday.pt, and your boy here, Dr. Sean Thomas. The show is, again, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, now heard in 87 countries, over 68,000 downloads. And it's really been a journey. The last 5 years putting the show together, continuing to have various guests on the show. We had over 25 guests on the show this year. And we learned something from each of them. And I just wanted to give you guys some tips and some analytics. As you know, the show's been doing great over the last 5 years. It's been a journey to get this show to really be in the mainstream of other shows and other podcasts. There's so many things you can listen to, right? There's so many shows you can listen to on a regular basis, but you taking the time out to hear the Be More Today show, to learn from others who are trying to have their journeys progress and trying to not give up on their own dreams and goals. I hope it inspired you this year to go out there and do stuff on your own. So our quote for today is simple as always, and it's our last quote for 2024. It is important to remind yourself that this is not a race. Do what you can today. You will get where you are going. Progress happens in layers. Progress happens in layers by Audrey Kitching. Now, Folks, that statement by itself is so poignant because it really shows that the layering of your life needs to be in sections. The same way you eat, the same way you study, the same way you worship, the same way you work. It's all in layers. You can't just go out there and do everything one day, one time and say, oh, I've done it. No, you have to go out there and do layers. You go to the gym a little bit on a Monday, take a break, come back on Tuesday or Wednesday, do some more stuff, take a break, come back Wednesday or Thursday, do some more stuff, take a break. It's all about layers. I'm training for the Tokyo Marathon right now. This week, I have to run 54 miles. Last week, I ran 50 miles. Before that, I had to run 46 miles. Before that, I had to run 43 miles. Before that, it was 40 miles, 38 miles. It's been layers upon layers upon layers to get to a place where things feel comfortable, where progress is actually happening. And I have to remind myself that in the Tokyo training, in work, in the Be More Today journey, in life, it's really not a race. It's what you can do today to layer for a bigger foundation for tomorrow, even spiritually, right? And I've been finding myself enjoying that process, not getting stressed out that I didn't get this done or that done this day, but knowing that what I'm doing now is laying down the foundation for other things, greater things to be done the next day or the next week or next month. So I want to encourage you just to remind yourself that this is not a race. We get caught up in the rat race of life, especially if you live in New York City like I do, live in Brooklyn. There are so many things happening, and you just feel you got to keep up. Okay? You got to keep up. You got to keep up. But it really comes down to not looking at this as a race, but looking at where you're going, seeing that progress happens in layers daily, and taking those small steps of greatness to be the best version of you every single day. So I hope that helps you, encourages you to not get discouraged, to not feel like you're a failure, to not feel like you're defeated because you didn't hit your goals this year, you didn't do all the things you wanted to do, but to know that, look, I can take some time now to remind myself that, look, the race continues on. Not a one time race, it's an ongoing thing. And anything progressive is great for the greater good and for the future of where you want to be. So take that to heart, folks. And I want just to share with you a couple of things before I sign off for this year. This year we had 24 shows. 24 actually was the exact number of shows we have this year, and so many great guests. Our highest viewed podcast for 2024 was actually my boy, Giovanni Materi. He was on for the PT Appreciation Month for October, and he had the highest uh, downloads on the podcast. So, Gio, shout out to you. Great job on that. And the JAG Physical Therapy family. As you know, JAG PT is one of our biggest sponsors on the show. We'll talk about them a little later. But our highest viewed podcast on YouTube, because we have a great audience that listens to the show, but a different audience that actually watches the show on YouTube. And the greatest views we had for this year was episode 152 with the unstoppable Pam Edwards. And Pam, you rocked out this year with the marathons and so many great things, but you were the highest viewed show on YouTube this year. So congrats to you. And again, congrats to Gio. Appreciate you guys so much for all you do and for your stories. Thank you for sharing your stories and your tutelage with the world. I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors this year. We've had two big sponsors this year who have helped to actually fund the show. They've been doing commercials on the show all year, and thanks to their contributions, this show continues to grow and will grow even more into next year. So the first one is my girl Kim Overton and all the people down in Texas with Spy Belt. Spy Belt is again the belt that I use for all my training runs. I wear it every single run that I do, and it's the belt that hits all your needs. Whether you're trying to carry your cell phone or your keys, your lip balm, your nutrition, your hydration, whatever it is, Spy Belt is the belt for you. And I will spray my Spy Belt all the time. Wherever I go, I will always continue to rock them. And as I do my Tokyo training, I always have a Spy Belt on. And it's really thanks to Kim and her team for supporting this show this year. They've given me so many great opportunities to support them. And I wanted to support them as well on the show. So thank you, Kim. Thank you, Spy Belt, for all you do, all you've done. And look forward to working with you guys even more in 2025. Our second sponsor is JAG Physical Therapy. And as you already know, JAG is where I work. I'm a director there, one of the offices. I'm also the director of community engagement and inclusion. I do a lot for JAG, but JAG does also a lot for me. And I wanted to say thank you to them for their unfailing support and continue to be just a part of this family. They've been supporting me from day one, from providing guests on the show, talking about PT and ATs and all kinds of other specialties we had on the show, but also just being a part of the sponsorship here. And they were integral in my sponsorship for London and even for Tokyo. So I wanted to say thank you for them. Um, and for Berlin. They've been actually there for all three. So I really, really appreciate Jack for all you've done for me. And on behalf of my family, kudos to John and Kayla and Danielle and the whole team who continues to be out there doing great things for the Jack community. Thank you so much for your support. It does not go unnoticed. And looking forward to working with you even more in 2025. This year, we had a number of guests on the show, and we were fortunate to have a number of community guests on the show who are part of the Run Club community. As you know, I run a club with my boy Ismael Torres. It's called Spartan Sundays Run Club. We went from the dirt to the streets of New York, and New York turned into LA, and LA turned into Berlin, and Chicago, and wherever else now. And our run club has grown so much, and we've been a great part of the community of runners who are here in the NYC area. And we had a great chance to connect with a number of the NYC run clubs, Black Men Run, Best Side Flyers, With Toes Runners, of course, Spartan Sundays Run Crew, NYC Dragons, Forest Park Runners, Global Running Crew. Thank you all so much this year for being a part of the Be More Today family and being close to the Spartan Sunday family. It's been really great connecting with you, seeing you on the road, seeing you at the races, seeing you even at the international races. And we're looking forward to seeing many of you in Tokyo next year, and who knows, maybe even in Sydney. Yes, I said even Sydney. I applied. We'll find out. I'll keep y'all posted on that. I don't even know why I applied because my bank account is not structured that way. But I did apply for the Sydney Marathon lottery, so we'll see how that goes. But definitely looking forward to the London training. And for those of you who are training like me for London or for a spring marathon, training in the winter is tough. As you already know, it's been tough on me, but um, guaranteed to go out there and kick this thing's butt. So continue pushing out there if you are training this year, and if you're on rest, enjoy that break. Enjoy that break. Uh, so we've talked a lot about being more in 24, and that's been our whole theme this year. How have you been more in 2024? Many of you shared many things this year about what you wanted to do, how you want to succeed, things you want to start doing, stop doing, and the goals you have for your life. Again, what I call my S2Gs, our stops, our stops, our starts, our stops, and our goals. And for me, this year, I'm going to share just one of each, just so you know, or, it doesn't make any sense for me to say what you should be doing if I'm not doing those same things myself. So this year, I really wanted to start investing in myself. We talk about investing a lot, right? And you want to invest in the stock market, and you want to invest in different entities. But I said, let me invest in myself this year. Let me put some time and effort, money, financials, just like brain power into what I want Sean Thomas, Dr. Sean Thomas, Coach Sean Thomas, Elder Sean Thomas, all these different titles I wear to be. And I really did that, from honing on the Be More Today show to fixing our website for Be More Today to honing on the craft to um, really just figuring out what I wanted to do for me. Um, and it's been a journey, really just trying to see, what I want to put out to the world. As I've been practicing now PT for the last 14 years. I'm at a place now where I really feel like I'm in my craft. We talk about 10,000 hours so many times and how it really takes 10,000 hours to get to a place where you feel comfortable in your craft. I'm there. I feel comfortable in my craft. I know what I'm doing. I feel secure in this thing. And the Be More Today platform for me is now my gift to the world to put what I already know out there for others. But also to fulfill that void. Because if you're like me, you may have a 9 to 5 job or a 7 to 3 job or a 1 to 8 job, whatever it is. And then sometimes after that work is done, you feel like you want to do something more for yourself, for the world, for your family, etc. For me, for a while, it was dance. I did dance for a long time. And when that faded out, I needed something to fill that gap, fill that void. And the Be More Safe platform has become that, a platform where I can share what I know with others who are also trying to hit their goals, whether you're a young person who's trying to run and compete at a higher level, or you're someone who wants to get back on the saddle because you fell off of the workout wheel and you want to be a little more healthier for your family, for your friends. Be More Today has become that thing for me. And from investing in the website to investing in the podcast platform growing and our sponsors to just doing so many things, I really said, let me start doing that for me, putting my brand out there and just honing in on it. And it's been a journey, but it's been so successful this year. And the growth we've seen from our Seth of Greatness Challenge growing so much to the show, again, heard in so many countries, it really shows that when you put time and effort into something, you will succeed. You will see progress. So my stop this year was that I wanted to stop saying yes. And that's for years has been hard for me because I live on this model of to whom much is given, much is required, right? We talk about that all the time. I talk about it all the time. But in actuality, you can't always say yes to everything. And I found myself saying yes to so many things that it was taking away from family, it was taking away from my sanity, it was taking away from my sleep. Um, so I said this year, I'm going to start saying no or stop saying yes. And I did. And it's been easier now for me to assess whether I'm saying yes because I want to or because I need to. I'm saying yes because it's going to enhance my life, or I'm saying yes because I feel bad. I'm saying yes because it's something that I really feel like I've always done, or I'm saying yes because it's something that, or saying no because it's something that I know that I don't have the time or the bandwidth for. And I've said no to a lot of things this year, from putting down my computer when I just feel like I'm beat, I'm no longer productive, or my daughter's like, "Yo, Dad, let's play Jenga," and I'm sitting here trying to do some last minute thing. I've been saying no so many times, and I've seen it increase and actually improvements in um, relationships with my wife, my daughter, in terms of my ability to be in conversations, in terms of my sleep patterns, and even my rest. Saying no has been successful. So I wanted to do that this year, and I have, and I will continue doing that, I think, into next year. And for me, it was always like, oh, well, if you say no, you're missing out on an opportunity. You're saying, but no, sometimes saying no or sometimes being less, right, is the best thing you can do for your own growth, for your own sanity, just for your own wellness. So investing in myself was the start. Uh, Saying no or stop saying yes was the stop. And the goal for this year was Project More. Now, I'll talk about more Project More stuff next episode for our first episode of 2025. But I did want to say that Project More, for those who don't know, is my new book. Pre-sales are open right now. If you go to bemoretoday.com and click on Project Moore's, the second book on the site, you will be able to order your pre-order book at this time. And I'm very excited about it. It's basically the second part of Be More Today, a 40 Guide to a Better Version of You, a book that I wrote 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I wrote that book. And it continues to sell. I continue to talk about it and share it with others. And it's a great book. And it was hard to top it. And I'll talk more about that again next year. But if you do want to get the pre-sales for that book, bemoretoday.com is on there to go and get the pre-sales for Project More. The book is coming out next year, so you'll be able to get it. But the pre-sales are open right now. And there will be more information about that very, very soon. But you want to get your pre-sales for this book right now. It's basically the second version or the part two of my first book. And a little teaser is just that, this book actually came out of a podcast. It came out of this show. Um, about 3 years ago, I did a show called Project 40, a whole series called Project 40. And it was basically 40 days of what you do after you've done the Be More Today book, right? You did 40 days of whatever, your fitness, your water, your all these different things, and you've been successful. But as you know, motivation lingers on and then it goes away, and then you kind of fall into a rut and you're back to where you started. So this book, Project More, is basically what you do after that. How do you stay focused? How do you keep pushing? How do you now have that foundation? And how do you space that foundation out so that there's a greater foundation for you to keep pushing forward, being more consistent? And I'm proud of it. I'm excited for it. There are more workouts in there, more tips in there, health tips, fitness tips, etc. But yes, the pre-sales are out there right now, and there will be some kind of a launch happening next year for those who do sign up. So please go on the site, bewenttoday.com, order your pre-sales now, and let's be a part of Project More for 2025. The goal for next year is to be more alive in 25. And that's actually our theme, being more alive in 2025. And I picked that because I feel like life is very, very fragile. I don't know about you, but this year I saw a lot of friends, even myself, who experienced death, family, friends, cousins, friends of friends, fathers of friends, mothers of friends, etc. And it seems like it's just not happening more rapidly, but just everyone's kind of going through it. And I said to myself, well, let's just try to be a more unified community and to appreciate life for what it is. Because being alive is a gift. So we were more in 24. We did many, many more things that we wanted to do. And now we need to just be more alive, to cherish life, to be excited about life, to stop making excuses, to go out there and do what you said you wanted to do. Yes, take your steps to greatness, your starts, your stops, your goals, do those things and really mean it. And just to cherish life. Life is not promised. I saw a video, Dick Van Dyke, who just turned 99 years old. And if you're an 80s baby like me, you know, you watch Dick Van Dyke show, you watch Mary Poppins and all these other things. He's been alive forever. He's 99 years old. I saw a video of him on a leg press doing some leg work. I'm like, yo, Dick Van Dyke is killing it. That's amazing. Let's be more alive in 25. Age is just a number. If you have life, if you have breath in your lungs, even if you can't walk, if you can move in any capacity, you are alive. And let's just cherish that. Let's not make excuses about why you can't do this and you can't do that. It's always the same stuff, right? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. They have to go. And I'm determined to be more alive in 25 in all ways. Physically, I'm signed up for my first ultra marathon. I don't know how that happened. Me and Black Men Run are going to be doing ultra marathon in January. That is literally um, about a month away. And depending on the coldness of that day, who knows what's going to happen, but that is 30 miles. 30 miles, which is more than the marathon. The most I've ever run is 26.2. And yes, point 0.2, not point 0.3, 26.2. So looking forward to doing that. That's something I've never done before, but looking forward to doing that as my training for Tokyo continues to ramp up. I'm using that as a training tool to get ready for it. But yeah, it's just be more alive. Let's just go out there and do what we said we wanted to do, and no excuses. From me writing this second book to doing Tokyo Marathon to doing the Ultra Marathon. I'm going to be studying for my CSCS, which is my um, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist certification. I've been talking about this for years, and it hasn't been me not wanting to do it. It's just me being like, oh, I'll get to it. No more getting to it. Just gonna do it. So that's on the agenda as well, and some other things I have on the agenda, which I'll share as I talk more about the book for next year. But I encourage you to be more alive in 25 too. Whatever you're trying to do, you know your health conditions, you know your health status, you know your fitness status, you know your work status, you know your spiritual status, all those different things. Let's just be more alive in 25. I don't know what else has to happen, what else you have to see. I just read an article or just saw a news thing. Some homeless person on the or home unhoused person on the train was set on fire. Someone literally took a match and threw a match on this lady at the Stillwell Avenue stop on the F train, and she caught on fire and she died on the train. And there's just so much trauma that's happening around the world. So there's so many things that are just going on. Like, what's happening? So I just want to encourage you. Let's be better people. Let's be more alive. Let's cherish life. Let's not squander life. Let's not play with life, right? It's a gift. It really is a gift. And the whole Be More Today platform is just to remind people to go out there and to be more today. Life is a gift. Today is here. Tomorrow is never promised, ever, never, ever promised to anyone. So I look forward to being more in 25, being more alive in 25, and I hope you do too. So, for those who are curious about our Steps to Greatness Challenge, yes, registration is open right now. The challenge begins on January 1st, and registration will be open at least for the 1st or 2nd of January too. So, if you're like, oh, I want to sign up, but I'm kind of scared, and January 1st comes and you want to sign up still, you still can. But I encourage you, sign up, sign up, sign up. Again, that's 10,000 steps for 40 days straight. We have a great community of people who do this every single year. And I know some are weary because it's hard to keep the steps going in the wintertime. But what better way to start off 2025 being more alive than to sign up for the Steps of Greatness Challenge? So go on the website, BeMoreToday.com, sign up for our winter Steps of Greatness Challenge and be a part of the movement. You will not regret it. And for those of you who are on Strava, our Strava group continues to be out there. Be More Today. Go on Strava, click our group. You can be a part of the mindless banter we have on that group as well. And I just encourage you guys just to like and subscribe to our pages on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, of course, my page on Instagram, Dr. Sean Thomas. And I really appreciate each and every last one of you. This has been a journey for me to continue to do this thing. You know, consistency is one of the things that I pride myself on. And I don't ever give up on anything. And to see this show continue to grow over the last 5 years, season five, it's just a blessing to see it. And again, I thank you if you listen to one show or you listen to all the shows, if you're a subscriber or not. I appreciate you taking the time just to listen to my voice, to to see my face, and to be inspired by those who've been on the show also. I look forward to having more guests on the show. Um, as we go into next year and to be more alive in 25 with you. So, again, I quote, it is important to remind yourself that this is not a race. Do what you can today. You will get where you are going. Progress happens in layers. Keep layering, keep putting on the layers, keep being more folks. And I look forward to seeing you be more alive in 2025. Let's be more. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. And I will see you all as we strive to be more alive in 2025. Peace, folks. Season 5 is a wrap. Thank you so much. And God bless. Peace.